intelligence, creativity, rock and roll. You know, it's a remarkable thing. Brian Idle Edsel Diederich is just one of those remarkable people. Now, let's just put it this way. Brian lives within his own reality. He doesn't let other people choose it for him, which is a very singular thing, what have you. Now, obviously, he'll be on stage sometimes with a microphone, preaching to the crowd, saying things such as this.
Medicinal crack kill king will save the American family.
Is it real? Is it sarcasm? Does he really mean it? Or is it just an act? It's one of the things remarkable about Brian. He's extremely intelligent, holds many degrees, and at the same time is a true rock and roller, a hard-working guy and a hell of a showman. About a week ago, I had the chance to sit down with him with a little chat right here in this studio. And I got a little bit down to the surface, so he opened up some. But then again, that's Brian for you. He doesn't want to tell you everything. Some of it just should be a mystery.
Hey man, coming back to Norfolk, man, like if I wear sunglasses, it's to hide my tears. Cause this is the damn greatest place to ever rock.
The hardest working man in rock and roll right now, sitting here, Brian Idle.
Hey, how's it going, man?
How you doing?
I gotta take the edge off, so I'm gonna have an extra one here. Yeah, thanks for having me, man. This is
absolutely.
Awesome.
It's wonderful.
I love
for
your
coming
place.
to the show.
Yeah.
You put your a real trademark, musically here. One of the hardest working guys. I'm telling you, Brian Idle. Anyway, well, I got my, Brian, I got a few questions. Okay.
What do you got?
No, I generally light up one cigarette, but this guy's on fire. Oh my goodness. What?
Yeah, I'm on a little on edge today. I'm trying to take off a little edge.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, this is what this show is all about at the same time.
Yeah, I love that you can smoke here. This is awesome.
There's something like lighting up on the show. Jesus.
To start the shows.
Yeah.
3 cigarettes ready to go on
Quadruple
stage.
action, I tell you.
Now there's not many bars left that you can smoke in.
Oh,
maybe
those were the heyday,
Pennsylvania.
wasn't it? Lighting up and talking to the ladies and blowing smoke all over the place. You moved to New York. You live in Brooklyn, but how does New York sort of compare to Norfolk in terms of, I don't want to say scene-wise, but what's the comparison musically?
There's a lot of talented people from all over the world moving to New York, and there's so many clubs, and it's so big. It's hard to kind of form a scene,
Yeah.
It was a big thing for me. There's been places that let me book my own shows, which I kind of like to do,
interesting.
not always, they can book better shows, but I like to have friend band shows where I can get like 5 or 6.
I swear, I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, no fuck vagina is the citadel of rock and roll.
What exactly is the citadel of rock and roll, as he says it at shows? The citadel, what is that?
Okay. Well, I hadn't thought about it a lot, but the citadel of rock and roll is the bar we're playing at that night. But it's also the entire rock and roll community. Everyone who supports rock, people listening out there to your killer rock show, all make up the citadel of rock and roll. It's more than an idea, it's a dream come true.
The enthusiasm of the crowd, the intimate feeling between you and the audience?
Oh yeah,
Absolutely.
The legions of rockers is the greatest thing in the world.
Oh yeah, that's a beauty. What are some of the bands you've been in over the many years?
Well, I started in Virginia Beach. We were living, started the Uncalled For was my first band. It was cool. I had my sister on bass, Barbara from the Worthless Dizzies.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, then I had, let's see, I had the Dead Gods when I was going to Virginia Tech in Blacksburg. I had the Love Missiles and the Pimps and became the Strap-Ons.
Wait. The Strap-Ons. Yes, I would like to say that the Strap-Ons are playing December 28th at the Tap House.
That's correct.
That's correct. We're going to show some of that footage later. But
2019.
Yes, as we approach the 2020, we're going to go in style. You mentioned to me earlier, off camera, you really love reunion shows.
Yeah.
Yeah, why is that?
The great thing about reunion shows, you don't have to play some, back then we'd be writing songs and we'd feel like we had to play the songs we're writing for the new record. And now we do a reunion show, we just play the good stuff. I know all the lyrics to the songs, I'm not making them up as I go because we already wrote them a long time ago.
15 years later, yeah, exactly. Do you still get the enthusiasm when you play on stage, just like you did 15 years ago?
Yeah, it depends how messed up I am in the night and how the crowd is, I guess. And then, but hail rock and roll. And so.
Brian has a master's in physics. What's it called also in physics that you had?
Got an all but dissertation, ABD.
And you also have a master's in education, a bachelor's in philosophy. Now, during the day, you are Brian Diederich, correct?
Right.
Yeah, but during the night, you're a raving lunatic, Idle Edsel, correct?
I guess you could say that.
Well, who are you?
Well, I guess that's who I am. They're my two strongest personalities. I have 7 personalities.
Yeah.
JJ, when he was prepping me, he said we were going to call me a dishwasher. But since you said it, it's true. Yeah, I worked on my PhD at Jefferson Lab in Newport News.
Very nice.
And Old Dominion University.
You're a very smart person, educated and all that. You're a professor and you teach people. Is there a heck of a, juggling and balance between your, the rock and roll and your profession during the day?
Well, Paul, there were a lot of mornings when I got into class and I'd have students say stuff like, Professor D, you're falling. So I was just like falling asleep. They were working on the computers. I'm just hoping the boss doesn't come in. I'd been up all night.
Rock and roll, yeah. You were still a candy snatcher, if not a former one. Can you tell me about the Candy Snatchers?
Sure.
And your involvement with them? Hell of a band from Norfolk, Virginia Beach.
Yeah, because, the Candy Snatchers started before the Strap-Ons and stuff, and they were good buddies. I loved going to their shows. I was a fan first. I'd go to Jamaican Johnny's for $2 and get to see them like all the time. I was like, these guys are f***ing awesome.
Yeah, really.
Fire, Glass.
Oh gosh, the most dangerous rock and roll band in the world as far as we're concerned.
Yeah, I was like, someone's got to videotape these guys. And that's why I made that one video.
Yeah, absolutely.
95. And then, so we'd party together. And then after a while, Larry needed a bass player, Larry and Matt, and they asked me.
Stepped up.
I was like, wow, this is my dream come true to play with my favorite band,
Yeah.
And it's the only band I'd really care to play bass for. And I really took it serious because, they were already kick-ass, and they'd been touring. And so like Larry and Matt or any of them will tell you, Will, it's all a big family, the Candy Snatchers.
Yeah.
So every member is still in the family.
Incredible. We'll be back.